everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over what is going on here at the farm and what we are doing for grow season 2020 and a dramatic shift in our farm plan. But first, if you wouldn't mind, if you are new here to the channel, please consider subscribing. And for those of you that have already subscribed, thank you so much. And if y'all wouldn't mind, please give the video a big thumbs up to show your support. So folks, we're going to talk about a shift in our farm plan for 2020, but I like to kind of recap what has gone on this week, and I'll keep it short. This week, our retail sales have been pretty average. The last 3 weeks have been almost all identical. And so, you know, with that being said, that's a good thing. We don't know how all this will affect our retail sales going forward, what is going on in the world today, but it's good that we are keeping on the status quo. Now, with that being said, folks, this has been something I've been planning on doing for a while now, but we are going to be doing a sale, and the promo code is in the description below, and that will be down there until March 22nd, 2020, and that is 10% off our auto sweetened and cherry wine flour and free shipping. So if you are considering CBD, with all the anxiety going on in the world today and alternative medicines definitely starting to be more of a consideration now than ever before, go ahead and email me for an order, or I can give you more information, or visit our website, and that link will also be in the description below. But folks, I gotta say, with what is going on in the world today, our farm plan is shifting by the minute. You know, for a little while there, you know, we were doing a small spring garden, doing the hemp, everything on schedule, and now I'm really starting to look at everything and having a different perspective on what is actually going on in our country and in our world. And if any of you have been to a supermarket, you know that things are running low and people are panic buying to a point where I've never seen before. I mean, I've lived through a few hurricanes and I've been through a couple things, but I've never seen anything like this before. You know, it's just incredible, and the restocking is just not occurring at a high enough rate where people are getting what they need. So definitely something to consider now that it's only been about a week or two of this thing going around. And, you know, it's starting to really shape up to be a really odd year as far as farming goes, because you know, a lot of times when stuff like this happens, like back in World War II with the Victory Gardens, you're going to see rations, you might see shortages. I mean, I'm not doomsdaying here or anything like that, but if you're a farmer, these are the things you've got to be looking at. And, you know, you kind of gamble, so to speak, on whether that's something you need to do or something you stay away from. And right now, you know, we're doing our spring garden just for myself and my wife. We've always done a spring garden. You know, it consists of you know, lettuce and kale and spinach and peas. And we just recently did the beets and the carrots. And that's usually just, you know, a fun garden to supplement, have some fresh veggies in the house. But now we're looking at it as, wow, we may actually have to start growing vegetables to eat and to supplement any type of shortage. And, you know, with that being said, guys, right now I am highly considering shifting a lot of things over to vegetables. Now, that's not to say we're not going to do hemp. We are still on schedule for hemp. Everything is as it should be. The seeds are well on their way, and the mother plants are great, and we'll be cloning in about 2 weeks. But, you know, with CBD could also spike in demand. So right now we're kind of trying to balance what we should do. So we continue with the CBD and also expand our vegetable garden, or should we shrink the CBD and double down on the vegetables? So right now we're kind of in this weird area where we don't know exactly what to do, but we know that we're going to be planting a lot more vegetables than we have in the past. Now, this is something that everybody can do. And, you know, with what's going on in the world today, if you can grow something at home, you should be doing it. I know a lot of our viewers on the channel, they grow indoors or they grow outside. Consider growing a tomato plant this year. Consider growing that stuff. We've grew squash next to our hemp last year and didn't see any negative effects. And I plan on growing vegetables nearby this year, and I don't anticipate any negative effects. You know, the caterpillars will probably come no matter what. Maybe they'll actually prefer the tomatoes over the hemp. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. And you know, last week I talked about maybe showing you guys the spring garden. Well, I'm going to take you around. I'm going to show you what I've been up to as far as getting ready for possibly switching over to more vegetables. And you know, that'll be a good thing. And I think overall, even if it's an overreaction, we'll have a really cool garden, which will be awesome to have. So let me take you around, let me show you what we're up to for our spring garden, and maybe give you some ideas of what you could grow this spring. So here you go, folks. Here is our start of our spring garden. Now you don't really see it much, but here is some kale, and we've got some spinach in here. You can start seeing them popping up, and we've got some lettuce in here. So buttercrisp lettuce, some just regular big leaf spinach, and some curly kale in here. Now come on over to our peas. We have a whole lot of peas. This one, we got this container and that container, and I've actually really enjoyed container growing peas. It makes them a heck of a lot easier to grow. And what I do is I have these trellises built where I just literally put them right over the container, and the peas climb up, easy to pick. Easy peasy, pun intended on that one. We've got our rosemary and a lot of our herbs up there. You can see our hemp beagles and hemp dog standing. So here in the greenhouse, folks, I've started 2 buckets right now. I've got 2 planters full of seeds. This one is beets. I've had good luck in the past with beets. I didn't grow them last year, but I am growing them this year. And then this is just a last-ditch effort. These are carrots. I have been reluctant to get a good crop of carrots, but I'm really hoping that this good soil from our friends at Coast of Maine and some tender loving care, and I should be able to get some carrots out of this. Now, what I am planning on doing in the future and in some of these containers, I'll go over with you next. Well, folks, that is what's going on here at the farm. These are some strange times, some uncharted territory that I've just never witnessed, and most people in this world have never witnessed. So it's going to be an interesting next couple of months, but that's what we're up to here. We're starting a spring garden with anticipation of expansion, and a summer garden is going to be one heck of a summer garden by the looks of it, and I'm excited for it. Worst case scenario, it's just a really awesome garden. I've had one in the past. I dialed it back to do hemp, so doing both was going to be very, very interesting and very time consuming, I'm sure. But I'm actually kind of excited to do it. It gives us some more opportunity here at the farm, more content, and you know, it just opens up to new things. And for those of you that are watching today, you should be considering growing something, even if it's something small, like a tomato plant. Every little thing helps, and you just never know at this point with so much uncharted territory ahead. But that's all I have for today, folks. If you are interested in hemp flower, go ahead and check out all the information in the description below. We accept all major forms of payment now, so that is great, and you can just email me and we'll set you up. Don't forget that we are running that promo, so go ahead and check out all that information in the description below as well. But that's all I have for you, folks, this week. Stay healthy, take care, and I will see you in another video.